Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about transferring drawings. You'll need a pencil, an original drawing, and another sheet of paper. So basically what you do is that you take a drawing and you use your pencil to basically draw and to basically just cover it up with the graphite or the lead of the pencil. It's much easier to do this process with a wooden pencil than a mechanical pencil because mechanical pencils break. I would suggest doing it on the side of the pencil and not going at the tip because you'll be able to get more out of your pencil. I would suggest going one coat on in one direction and then going over that in another. It's really helpful, especially if you draw, say, in a notebook or on, lined paper, and you really like that drawing, but you feel you can probably do better and it would probably look nicer on a white sheet of paper or on a colored sheet of paper. This is sort of like the easiest way to do that without, going to a window, putting it on, and then transferring using that technique. There's no extra work that's involved. It also leaves enough that if you want to make edits, the transfer isn't completely covered up. So I'm transferring my drawing onto Arches hot press watercolor paper. It's probably my preferred set of paper. When you're transferring, you want to really tape it down so that way you don't have shift in any place. Make sure that it's completely flat because the last thing you want to do is to start transferring and then it starts to move and then you have one part of the drawing on one side and then the other side is completely shifted, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm making sure that everything is flat. I'm using pens in order to transfer it because pens tend to have a very strong point. My suggestion is to use a pen when you're transferring over, but you can use a pencil, and I would suggest using something that is the opposite color of what your drawing is. So my drawing is done in green color pencil, so I decided to use a black pen because I was able to see it. And really, when you're transferring, you really want the transparency. That way you're not transferring over the same thing or you're missing a part. It just makes it much easier to see. So as you can see, the very light results of my tracing, and now I'm going over it with another pencil just to make sure that the line work is up to par with what I usually do. I think that it's better that it turns up lighter rather than it becoming darker, because you never know what changes you might want to make, and that's usually what when you transfer, that's what it is for, that you want to change something, or you just want to make sure that you get the cleanest copy and you're not worrying about the amount of mistakes. So you kind of get a clean slate. It's not pressed down hard enough that, you know, you have deep marks that you can't erase. And I think anybody who's ever used the pencil and pressed too hard understands the annoyance of that when you erase and there's still a dent in the paper because of how hard you went. Well, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you guys are all safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!